So, what's the dumbest thing you ever did on a date? Going out for a date wasn't something that Gina Lynn and I did in our early years together. I was horrible at planning things and rarely looked beyond the next 24 hours to say, you know what, we ought to go out Saturday night. No doubt through the years, we had an awful lot of other excuses for not dating each other. The kids were too young. We don't have any babysitters. We don't have any money. We like hanging out at home. We're just too busy. What we never verbalized, but was true at times, was that we didn't feel very close to each other. And when we did go out, something would always go wrong and we would end up in a fight. Well, that would be our story of the dumbest thing that we did on a date. Gina Lynn and I had a banquet that was arranged by somebody else to attend, and so there wasn't any planning necessary on my part. We were not connected with each other at the time, meaning that we were roommates and not good friends. We wanted things to be different, so each of us approached that night hoping that this date would stir up something, that it would make a connection for us. Well, after the banquet, we didn't have anything particular to do, and so we found a pretty spot at Lake Overholser nearby and we parked. We started to talk, and honestly, we sucked at it. And pretty soon we were talking about why we never talked. So seriously, get this. We had a 20-minute talk about why we never talked. And then we ended up getting in a fight and going home mad, still disconnected. Since then, we've met a lot of couples who try to use date nights as times to reconnect after neglecting their connection all week long. Eventually, something about the disconnect they feel gets brought up on the date and they end up in an argument. And then the date quickly rushes toward the grave and there is no energy really to revive it. That's when date night is overrated, as Jolene and I'd say. It's overrated when it is the connection point for the week or for the month. Date night is best when it is a celebration of connection that you kept all week as a couple. When you flirted, hugged, kissed, had sex, talked, stayed in touch, and planned a date out together, date night isn't set up to fail. You don't desperately need it in order to accomplish something for you. Instead, it's a celebration. And even if you do get in an argument, you get over it quickly because you're celebrating too much and you're just too connected to quit. It's Wednesday. Plan a date this weekend and then spend the rest of the week connecting, maybe in the ways that we've mentioned or other ways that work for you. And when you date, celebrate. Have an amazing week from Gina Lynn and me.